angry. The warlocks who value so much of their connection to the traveler and knowledge, one of those two things has been taken away. So in her rage, she's fled. We have to find her. And then Cade, sort of plucky hunter leader, Cade goes off and does the least expected thing of all. He goes off and tries to be a hero. And what happens next is pretty expected, because it goes totally sideways. Let's take a closer look at the game scenario and the things you're going to chase in Destiny 2.
Hey, you two, give me a sec. Zavallo's doing the hero thing in the plaza. Me? I've got a date with whoever's behind this. It'll be a short date.
Destiny 2 tells a brand new story. What happens when a world full of superheroes loses their powers, their history, and home?
Since Destiny 1 release, there's been no foe that they could stand before and not tip over. Whether it's Crota, Oryx, spider monsters, whatever. But in the opening of Destiny 2, players realize there is in fact a foe who has the power to not only take everything you own away, but to take your power away.
Gall, and your light is mine.
Dominus Gall is a Cabal warlord who has brought with him the Red Legion and has come to our system to take the Traveler's powers, the light, take it for himself.
Gall's jealous. He wants to have the light. He wants to be chosen.
Gall is a different villain. He's not a psychopath who just wants to erase humanity off the face of the earth. He feels like this is something that is owed to him because of everything he's been through.
He's a villain who you're like, yeah, this guy kind of has his stuff together. He's more like Alan Rickman's character from Die Hard. Minus all the Britishness.
The Protector itself, the Traveler, is put in a cage, and in an instant, all Guardians lose their light. Unexpected and irreversible. You can no longer go back to the tower. You can no longer even walk. All you can do is stumble.
Nobody expected that light could be taken away once it was given.
The city has been lost and the Vanguard's been cast out. And you are the hero of this story. Whether you're a Titan, a Warlock, or Hunter, you have to go out and get your powers back and take back the city.
Whether you're playing Destiny today or it's going to be your first foray into the franchise, Destiny 2 is a new adventure for everyone.
It's a fresh start for all players.
Destiny 2 has an all-new cinematic campaign.
There's more cinematics than we've ever had before.
How long before the fleet's combat ready?
And more story missions. There's quests, there's adventures, there's going to be people talking to you.
Let's bring them home, you and I.
All new worlds to explore. We've got cooperative strikes for 3 players, new Nightfall strikes, and a brand new raid.
And in Destiny 2, we built you all new weapons, all new armor, and a pile of brand new exotics. We also redesigned the weapon slots. They're gonna have a kinetic weapon, an energy weapon, and then a power weapon. Power weapons are things like fusion rifles and sniper rifles and grenade launchers. In that energy slot and the kinetic slot, you can have the same weapons. The new weapon plan was designed to provide players with more freedom and more choice to use the stuff that they love.
Each character has these new supers, and they're really changing the way it feels to play the game. We have the Dawn Blade.
Dawn! You can cast your super, you got your sword, and you're flying over everyone, and you can just rain down fire phoenix projectiles that just decimate people.
And then you have the Sentinel.
Captain America!
Is a Titan, and he is able to summon a shield that he can just knock his opponents out with, or he can throw his shield and just bang it off dudes' heads. And then you have the Arc Strider. They summon this mystical staff and wield it like a crazy acrobat, cracking enemies in the head. It's awesome. The idea of losing your home and being cast out and the lengths that you go to get it back, it's all tied together to be something that's really meaningful.
The sense of starting as an underdog and climbing to a great height is really fun.
Destiny 2 is the place where we get to reach back out to everyone who could enjoy a sweet first-person shooter in a future world with giant awesome aliens to fight and gear to chase and powers to use and say, come check this world out, come get invested in this world and in this story.
Dang, man. I'm a Titan, but I've always liked the Warlock too, and you get to be a freaking Phoenix with the sword. Come on, man.
Wow. All right. Are you guys ready to check these worlds out? Yeah. You're going to applause after every sentence. I'm going to be up here for a while. This is what we get to do. We get to build worlds. This is when we make Destiny, we get to build worlds that pull you in, and you get to visit again and again. And then we get to fill those worlds with action, like what you saw in Homecoming. I have 2 kids, and just like you guys, they play Destiny a lot. I can tell, don't worry. Especially the guy with the Titan armor on. And my oldest plays a lot like I do. He's a solo player. He loves the campaign. He loves story missions. He patrols the wild as a lone wolf, and he loves it. I think I said that a few times. My youngest likes to compete. He's always in the Crucible. You guys know the feeling. He's also in a clan that he raids with. So I'm not going to tell you how old he is, because he's already better than me. And he reminds me about it all the time. Hey, Dad, look what I got today. Check me out. You guys know what it's like, right? And I'm like, I got to go into work the next day and deal with another child in my life, Luke Smith. And he's like, guess what I got last night? Check me out. That's my best Luke Smith impression. The point is, there's a lot to do in Destiny. And it's this variety that can appeal to all of us, right? In any type of mood that we're in. And now we've added more. Destiny 2, there's more to do than any game we've ever made at Bungie. So we're going to start with what's coming back. We start with a brand new story, the Red War campaign. It's going to send you across the solar system and back to all new places. Yeah. On your journey, you're going to experience new missions and more cinematics than we've ever had in a Destiny game. You just saw a part of the first mission, Homecoming. And today, we're going to get the controller in your guys' hands, and you're going to get to play it for yourselves. Yeah. Strikes are back. The cooperative missions you guys can play with your friends, if you have them, or guardians you haven't met yet in matchmaking. We've got a new strike. It's called the Inverted Spire. And you guys are going to get to play that today, too. Yeah.
So cool.
It's going to take you to one of the new worlds, Nessus, through Red Legion territory and into a Vex stronghold, where you're going to fight a 3-stage boss. It's pretty sweet. And then there's the Crucible. Yeah, I was going to ask. PvP players, thanks. A competitive multiplayer, the place that brings you into combat with the most dreaded opponents in the world of Destiny. You guys. Like Luke said, we've made some big changes to the Crucible in Destiny 2. We're building it for PvP players. It's now 4v4 across all the game modes. Yeah. The new HUD, it's got information about your opponents, like whether they have their super ready, whether they picked up power ammo, all towards the same goal, to make it an experience that's easy to get into, but it's hard to master. Yeah.
How does that make sense?
So we got new maps, we got new modes, and we believe this is the best PvP offering that Destiny has ever seen.
Do you enjoy my PvP?
Today we're introducing one of the brand new modes. It's called Countdown. the first ever attack defend mode in Destiny. Internally, we've had some pretty intense play tests. And today, well, you guys are going to get to play that too. So, yeah. So take a look around, because these are your teammates and your opponents. That's right. Of course. Any day, any day. Of course, we have a brand new raid. Yeah. And we're going to show it to you later. The pinnacle activity, the biggest challenge a Guardian can face. Anyone that's ever completed one of these knows they're mysteries for you guys to solve together on your own. So we're going to leave that till a later day. And then there's another area that we've made really big improvements to, we're really excited about. Exploring the worlds. Yeah.
I better not feel like I'm in
Really,
a box.
really cool stuff. So for many players, exploring the world is its own reward. Patrols were an invitation to touch down on a landing zone, gain favor with the champions of humanity. But in Destiny 2, we've made being in the world so much better than just doing patrols. There's so much more to do as you explore. Now, you can launch all of the new activities in the world without going to orbit.
Wow, that's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah. It's my favorite place to go in Destiny. There's still patrols, ambient encounters, materials and chests for you to find, public events that now have heroic objectives, but now they're adventures. Treasure maps for you to follow. Lost sectors for you to discover. Just choose a landing zone and the rest is up to you. You're gonna meet new characters in the world. They have their own story to tell. They're gonna send you on those side missions, adventures. The adventures are filled with new mechanics, new encounters. They're gonna take you to new places, and each have their own rewards that's gonna make your Guardian stronger. These same characters are also gonna mark your map with mysterious locations to discover. These we call lost sectors. When you descend into these dungeons, you're gonna find a cache of treasure and a boss that holds the key. Yeah.
Cool.
All of this is gonna be easier to find in Destiny 2 because of the new map to guide your way. You can choose to play the way that you want. You can search for lost sectors, complete adventures, rally to public events. They now show up marked on your map where and when they're gonna happen.
Cool.
These activities are the foundation of Destiny 2. And we're gonna take you to all new places to do them. 4 brand new worlds.
Okay.
Worlds filled with mystery, adventures, and new characters to meet. But the team can show you these worlds better than I can, so let's check out the new worlds of Destiny 2.
We have these incredible worlds to explore. There are all new destinations, new planets with incredible spaces and secrets hidden. Now we have stuff tucked around every corner, under every locked door. There's something there for you to find.
The map is a huge part of this new player experience for Destiny.
Now you can actually go directly from one planet to another planet without going to orbit first. You can just open the director, pick your new destination, and go straight there.
It's about getting into the action faster. We want to remove as many barriers as we can between your gun and the enemy's face.
Everything you're doing on every destination is about getting more powerful, and it's about getting the band back together. The Vanguard have been scattered, and as a player, it's your job to go out to these mysterious destinations and gather them back together. And everywhere you go, it's about growing more powerful and learning how to go back and take back your home from Gaul.
of the first destinations that you're going to go to is the European Dead Zone. This is an incredible place. It's the largest destination we've ever built, easily, maybe by a factor of 2. And we have found a refuge where we've built a camp.
It's the place where humanity stops fleeing, and it's where they decide to, plant a flag, start getting strong again.
One of our new worlds is Titan. It's a moon of Saturn.
If the light can find its way back to you, then perhaps there is hope for us all.
That's where Zavala chooses to go to heal his wounds and to recover from the assault and the defeat that he's just suffered.
It's this incredible methane ocean with 40-meter high waves, and there's an old human utopia there that's sinking into the ocean.
These huge monolithic structures constructed by humanity at the peak of the Golden Age.
There's literally no land mass on Titan.
It looks like the ocean.
Can I swim?
Hurry, come on. I don't know how long this portal's gonna stick.
Cade is on a planetoid called Nessus. It has been totally occupied by the Vex. They have transformed it almost entirely into one of their machine worlds.
It has its own native vegetation, and the landscape has these incredible canyons. They're actually based off of this word I will mispronounce called Tepui, just like these Brazilian plateaus. And then we go to Io, which is this sort of sulfuric yellow moon of Jupiter.
Io is the last place in our solar system that the Traveler touched before the collapse happened.
And you can imagine that a place where the Traveler once appeared has a bunch of mythology and lore and mystery surrounding it.
It's a very sacred place to Guardians, and particularly Warlocks, and particularly like Korra.
This is where I return.
All the best stories in my personal gaming history have involved other people. From bonding with my own brothers to leading my own guilds and running tournaments for the different games I've loved. Growing up, becoming a part of these communities were some of the first times I ever felt like what it was to belong. And I'm incredibly grateful for the friendships that have come from playing those games and the impact that they've had on me. Over time, I've come to understand just why games are so important. Games are the best medium for bringing different people together.
Darn right.
Now at Bungie, I'm surrounded by so many different people who have very similar stories. And it's an absolute privilege to be part of a studio who cares deeply about bringing people together and building communities in the games that we create. The last 3 years has been an amazing experience watching Destiny launch and seeing our communities form. You guys have worked together to solve the challenges that we've thrown at you. You've teamed up to help each other learn how to play the ins and outs of this game. And you've gone above and beyond the game itself to better the lives of others. You have helped us build a world that has brought people together. And we are so proud of the amount of respect and love that has defined this community. So many lives have been changed by you, and they will continue to be changed. We know we have to continue to support this, and today, I'm happy to say that in Destiny 2, clans are coming into the game.
Yeah.
Now,
start my
for
kingdom
those
again.
of you who are unfamiliar with clans, they're optional teams that you can join, making it easier to play with other people. For me, playing with my clan has been core to my Destiny experience, but up until now, coordinating with my clan had to happen outside of the game. With Destiny 2, we're bringing official clan support into the game. We want it to be easier. We want it to be easier for you to manage and grow your clan. So we're adding in-game rosters. We're adding tools you need to build your fire teams and custom banners for you to help shape your shared identities.
That's what we need.
On top of that, we're adding a reward system that is shared by every member of your clan. So whether you're the type of player who raids every week, or you only have the time to jump into a few PvP matches on the weekend, your contribution will help everyone in the clan get rewards.
Cool. That's cool. That's really cool.
Now, we realize that joining a clan is not for everyone, and that's okay. But this is why I'm super excited to say that clans are going to matter to you, even if you never join one. In Destiny, we had co-op activities that were designed to inspire friendship. Activities like the Nightfall, raids, trials. We deliberately kept them exclusive to dedicated groups of people because we believe that challenge is what fuels the memories between you and your lifelong friends. And we didn't think that matchmaking was a great solution because of just how toxic gaming communities can get when you throw strangers temporarily into these challenging experiences. And while we think that playing with a group of people that you know and trust is the best way to experience the game, we made it inaccessible for some players to experience our endgame content. So we had an idea. We have these clans who are our best examples of communities with positive culture. And we have so many players who are looking to play challenging content in this welcoming environment. What if we put those two together? We're trying something new in Destiny 2, and we'd like to introduce you to guided games. Now, at a high level, guided games is a system where clans and solo players can meet to play challenging activities. And as a solo player, you can use guided games to pick a clan you want to be paired with for a session of the raid, a session of trials, or the Nightfall Strike. And the most important thing about this is that you get to see which clans are currently hosting, and you're able to read just a little bit about them so you know who they're looking for at that moment.
Except.
You get to see how they present themselves, and you get a little sense of what type of players are part of that clan. And for players who are in an active clan, you know that building a full fire team of 6 to run the raid can still be a frustrating experience. And if you're a scheduler like me, then you're motivated to play with a consistent group of people. But you've probably had to deal with the experience of someone bailing at the last minute, and then you're scrambling to find the substitute, and you're just trying to keep the group together.
Yep.
With guided games, you'll be able to open up your party to new players who are looking for a group to play with you.
That's pretty cool.
Through guided games, clans are now the foundation of the community that leads every player to all the most challenging content. And while we're really happy to say that everyone is going to have a chance to experience everything that Destiny 2 has to offer, we're really more excited about who you're going to meet and how you're going to play together. We know there is a community for everyone, and we hope that in Destiny 2, we can help you find one where you belong.
Destiny 2 really tries to say, you belong.
You can play by yourself, and that's awesome. But playing with someone else and tackling a challenge together, that's when we believe Destiny is really at its best.
We've heard loud and clear from a lot of our players over the last couple of years that they really wanted to play end-game activities like the raid and the Nightfall strikes that require a group, but they just couldn't get enough players online at the same time.
Our big challenge is like, how do you take the ease of matchmaking and how do you take the magic of community building and help people find the people that you will have a great time with?
We're adding 2 new systems to Destiny 2 that are pretty critical: clans and guided games.
Clans have always been a part of Destiny. It's just been a nameplate or a second friends list. But clans are finally in the Destiny 2 game.
Clans in Destiny 2 are groups that you can join to play the game together.
When you're looking for the clans, you kind of get to see their motto, you get to see their name, you get to see that awesome clan banner there, and you kind of get a sense of who they are before you say, you know what, yeah, I'm gonna go play with these guys.
clans are going to have progression, rewards, and they're also going to be guides for the guided games experience.
Guided games is a way to allow solo players to seek out clans, to find people who are already hosting a game who are just looking for 1 or 2 more players.
So imagine you had 5 people who wanted to play Raid, but they're missing a 6th person. Then you have a solo player who's never played Raids before, and they're like, I just want to see what this is like. We'll match a group and a solo player together.
Guided games are our way of making sure everyone who loves Destiny can play every piece of content we build.
Guided games doesn't require any commitment. You can just have that really great experience, and then you can part ways. But our hope is, if you have a blast in that activity, maybe you'll make some friends and join the clan.
Destiny, through clans and guided games, is going to help people fill out their friends list, so they're always going to have people to play with.
What we try to do in Destiny 2 is weave this sense of community throughout the entire game. When you get to the farm, you meet this character, Hawthorne, who doesn't live in the city anymore, but she went out into the wilderness and created a community of her own. So we use the storytelling.
It's created so many friendships that would have never existed, all because of this game.
We really try hard to make sure from the ground up we're building this to be an experience that you want to share with your friends. And not only your friends, but the potential friends that you could have.
I've never had a game that feels like home before, but Destiny just feels like home.
There are no words to explain how much I love this community.
People have found a new place to call home and new people to call family.
Destiny 2 is really ramping up everything in every regard. I think it really is about the breadth of experience that you can have.
Whether you're in match-made activities like PvP and strikes, whether you've taken a step into guided games, it's a game that's best enjoyed beside other players. That's the heart of Destiny. That's what the game's about.
Oh. That was a sword. I want to see supers, man. I want like.
As you just saw, Destiny is a series that brings people together. It's allowed me to reconnect with an old friend from junior high, someone I hadn't heard from in almost 20 years. I was sitting at the Sony E3 press conference a couple years ago, and Destiny the Taken King was just revealed on stage. And my phone starts buzzing, and I look down, and it's a message from this friend, and he's like, dude, do you know anything about this Destiny game? And I'm like, yeah, I know a little bit about this Destiny game. And since then, we've played the game together for dozens of hours. We've introduced our families in real life. And we've got the opportunity to laugh again, just like we did when we were kids playing Super Nintendo in his parents' basement. Destiny's also given me the opportunity to grow closer with my youngest brother. We talk on the phone now, almost every week. And for the first 10 minutes, instead of talking about our jobs or talking about our parents, we're talking about Destiny. We're talking about our Guardian's trials, where we've been in the world, the crazy loot we found, his story about how he got Gallahorn, the dudes he's been crushing in the Crucible. And every week, he asks me about Destiny 2, and every week, I deny him, until today. With Destiny 2's clans and guided games, we aim to bring together millions of more people just like that. To reconnect with old friends and to meet new ones that you'll never forget, that's the promise of this game. To us, Destiny is more than just a game, though. It's a world where you can lose yourself for 10 minutes or for 1,000 hours, where you can explore the world at your own pace or take on some of the most competitive challenges available in video games today, where you can play solo, like I do most of the time, or with an old friend, a family member, or with someone you just met. This is Destiny 2. Destiny is a world I want to be a part of, where there are amazing activities to do every week, and there's always someone to play with. On behalf of Bungie and Activision, I want to take this opportunity to thank this incredible community that inspires us to work tirelessly to make this game a worthy sequel to the original. Before I pass on the baton to Eric Hirschberg at Activision, who's going to close out the show, here is the official gameplay trailer for Destiny 2.
Cora, if you tell me this is a practical joke, well, it kills me to say it, but I would be really impressed.
Impressing you, Cade, is the easiest thing I'll do all day.
Cora, what have you got?
Someone or something has sabotaged the Skyline defense systems.
Every sensor beyond the wall has gone dark.
Battle stations! Everyone with me, now!
Hang on!
Your journey ends here. This enemy has taken our home. And now, they threaten our very existence. But if we attack together, we can take back our home, or we die trying.
I know I'm just gonna be all up in their face.
All right, Guardian, time to kick him where it hurts.
Captain America.
Am I right? Am I right or am I right?
Was that awesome or what?
Yeah.
Am I right? Am I right or am I right? And no one does it like Nathan Fillion, don't bother. As awesome as that trailer was, I can tell you, because I've been playing the game a ton, it is even better than it looks. I could not be prouder or more thankful to our partners at Bungie. They had a big vision for this game to make Destiny 2 a sequel-worthy successor to what they started with Destiny. And they've also really listened to all of you, to our community. And I think they've made all the right moves to make Destiny 2 just awesome. So let's hear it for Luke and Steve and Emmy and Mark.
Beautiful game, beautiful game.
And let's also hear for the entire Bungie team that they're representing back home, who are just killing themselves to make this thing awesome for you guys. Amazing work. Now, you know, long before I was a partner of Bungie's, I was a fan of Bungie's and their games, and it's just been an honor and a pleasure to call them our partners and to help them bring this vision to life. And for all of you who are here in person, in just a few minutes, you're going to be the first people in the world to put your hands on the controllers and get your hands on Destiny 2. You are going to play the first campaign mission that you saw at the beginning of the stream. You're going to get to team up with one another and experience a brand new strike. And you're going to get to battle it out in a brand new multiplayer map, playing a brand new multiplayer mode. So it's going to be a lot of awesome content. And for those of you who are watching at home thinking, well, that sucks for me, don't worry, we've got your back, because we are going to be hosting a beta later this summer, so everyone will get a chance to get their hands on Destiny 2 before the launch. Now, doing all this, bringing a vision and an undertaking as ambitious and huge as Destiny 2 to life, it takes more than just the great talent we have at Activision and the great talent we have at Bungie. It takes partners who also can see the vision and believe in the vision as much as we do. And we have a partner just like that in Sony. They have been by our side since really before day one. And these guys are, legit. Some of the hardest core Destiny players I know are on the team that we work with at Sony. So they've been hugely supportive every step of the way of Activision, of Bungie, and of the Destiny vision, including today, because they're providing all of the slick 4K PS4 Pros that you're going to be playing on today. So a heartfelt thanks to our partners at Sony for being there with us. Let's hear it for them.
Sony.
Now, it's no secret that Destiny has inspired millions of console gamers all over the world, but there is one community so far of gamers that have never been able to get in on the fun, and that's all you PC fans out there. Now, as you know, we've already announced that Destiny 2 is coming to the PC, and it's going to be just an epic version of the game. And today, you don't have to take my word for that. You're going to get to put your hands on it and check it out for yourself and see all the love and attention that we're building into it just for PC fans. But what we haven't announced is where you're going to be able to find it. Well, let me tell you, there is a place out there where the most awesome PC games and the most passionate PC gamers anywhere in the world both live. And Destiny 2 is going to live there as well. So I want to introduce a friend of mine who wanted to be here in person. He's all the way over in China today, so he's going to get in on the fun by video. But he knows a thing or two about epic PC games, and it's my friend and counterpart at Blizzard Entertainment, Mike Morhaime.
Thanks, Eric. Hi, everyone. I'm Mike Morhaime from Blizzard Entertainment, and I'm excited to be part of today's Destiny 2 celebration. You may be wondering, why is Blizzard crashing a Destiny party? Well, we're big fans of what Activision and Bungie have done with Destiny. We think it's a great game and a cool universe, and we have a soft spot for collecting lots of epic loot. Also, as you know firsthand, there's an awesome and passionate community around the world who loves this game. With Destiny 2 coming to PC, we thought it would be a great opportunity to bring the Destiny community and the Blizzard community together. So I'm excited to announce that Destiny 2 will be available for PC exclusively through Battle.net, Blizzard's online gaming service. Players will be able to buy and download games, explore content, and connect with each other through social features such as friends lists and cross-game chat. We're excited to partner with the talented folks at Bungie and Activision to make this happen, and we look forward to bringing Destiny 2 to Blizzard's platform. Now, I know you have an action-packed day ahead of you with a bunch of Destiny 2 content to check out, so have fun, and we'll see you online soon.
So thanks to Mike for helping us make that great announcement. Thanks again to our partners at Bungie for doing what they do and making
that Nintendo
awesome
Switch version, though.
Check out today. Thanks to the entire team at Activision for doing what you do and bringing this thing to life. But most of all, we all want to thank all of you here in person and all of you watching all over the world. This game is built on the belief that playing is always more fun when you're doing it with your friends. And in no time flat, you guys have made the Destiny community one of the most engaged, one of the most passionate, one of the most positive gaming communities maybe ever. So with that, for those of you at home, we'll see you online this summer in the beta. And for those of you here in the room, let's go play. Thank you.
Woo! That game looks sick. I'm gonna be dissecting that trailer for a bit. But, alright guys, thank you guys so much for joining me. I know there was a problem with the stream at the beginning. It was due to the output rate, because now that I put it at 720, it looks like everything's great. But, thank you guys so much for joining. Hopefully you guys have a great day. And subscribe to see more future Destiny 2 content, because I'm definitely going to be covering that game for a long time. And I'm very excited. You know, thanks Bungie for making this game, Sony for being the partner platform. I'm I'm really excited for this. But thank you guys so much for watching. You guys have a great day, and I'm gonna watch a Destiny 2 trailer again.